All right, let's talk about Justin Gaethje and the do's and don'ts. Honestly, first things first, he cannot let Cowboy fight on the outside and pick off his shots. He has to make this fight dirty. A lot of people don't know this, but Justin Gaethje is one of the best leg kickers in the UFC. When he beat Barboza, it started off with the leg kicks. But again, he has to start with the leg kicks and fight on the inside. Once he does that, he cannot be ducking his head, because if he ducks his head, he's going to be vulnerable to a knee to the face fighting a Muay Thai fighter in Donald Cerrone. You can see there fighting Eddie Alvarez. He left himself vulnerable for a knee that actually rocked him. So he has to be careful with that. Now, how can he beat Cerrone? He has to be able to press Cerrone against the fence. He has to add all type of pressure to him. Hooks and also uppercuts in close quarters, just like as you see here against Michael Johnson. He has to add a lot of pressure to him. Once he does that, it's going to make Cerrone circle off of the fence, similar to Barboza and similar to James Vick. And that's when that overhand right comes and he could knock out Donald Cerrone. But again, this fight could go either way. We all pretty much know that Donald Cerrone has the upper hand when it comes to the grappling, so we're going to talk about the striking and the do's and don'ts. Honestly, I feel like Donald Cerrone cannot let Justin Gaethje be able to close the range. He has to pick his shots from the outside. He has to keep Justin Gaethje off of him with push kicks or front kicks. Also, Justin Gaethje has the habit of bringing down his head and just slugging it out, leaving him exposed to knees. So what Donald Cerrone has to be able to do is not let Justin Gaethje enforce the power and the will against him, similar to Tony Ferguson and Nate Diaz and Rafael Dos Anjos. He has to be able to throw his combinations, throw jabs and straights, pick his shots from the outside. Once you start baiting up Justin Gaethje and he wants to make it into a slugfest and starts ducking his head, you make him miss with the overhand right, and Donald Cerrone is infamous for this. Once you make him miss with the overhand right, you finish it with a head kick with the lead leg after following up with the combinations. Because not everybody could finish Justin Gaethje with one punch. And so normally got to be able to come with volume. But this fight's going to be good.
The double champ does what the fuck he wants.
Smoke weed every day.